You are listening to the Built to Grow podcast, delivering the knowledge in all things fitness business. We help gym owners win. Here are your hosts, Tim Lyons and Randy Engston.
All right, welcome back to the Built to Grow podcast. I'm your host, Tim Lyons, in sunny Scottsdale, Arizona, joined today by the samurai of success, Randy Engston. What's happening, guy?
Hey!
Just got back from the here. I'm gonna throw a disclaimer on this one. If I'm getting over this little kind of scuzz. We did that automation workshop last week, right? So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So on Wednesday we did our Iron Circle, then 2 full days of a workshop, and my voice is thrashed, dude. It got me.
We need to do a Whiskey Wednesday. Get you back in the saddle.
Yeah. and thank you to the Blantons. I got a giant delivery of Blantons. So from an anonymous sender. So whoever that was, thank you very much.
Big thanks. Many thanks.
Hopefully we'll find out who that is, and we'll thank you and promote you on the show. So thank you. We asked, and you guys sent it. So,
delivered for sure.
So we're going to go ahead and drink that in the next episode. So 2 days of talking.
Yeah.
Not a short day. I think we ran 8 to like 5:30 day one, and then 8 till like 3:30.
Yeah, as long as it was. I think it was 4:30 by the time we ended up getting out. Yeah.
By 4, and it just took its toll. I mean, I talked to somebody the other day. They're like, "Hey, you should probably hit an IV, like one of those IVs before the event." Like,
ooh.
I've never done that much speaking at one kind of time. So yeah. So if I sound a little raspy, that's what's happening on my end. But great event.
Awesome event.
About 30 gym owners flew in to Chandler, and we kind of crushed. I mean, we knocked the heck out of that thing. We got done. Most everybody was wrapped up at the event. Some parts and pieces on the way home.
Sure.
Some people were doing. But, even as early as Monday morning, we're hearing about, like, people booking appointments and closing deals. And, like, even Evan, who's had it running, is like, hey, dude, I got 4 sign-ups while I was at this event. Like,
yeah, isn't it awesome?
Yeah, it's so cool. And big package is like $350 or whatever. So it's paying for itself.
It does what it does. It does exactly what we set it up to do, and that's the beauty of it. And
exactly.
Having so many different – the one thing I loved is this is processes. This doesn't show up today and it's gone tomorrow. This is going to be built into the life of this business. And every facility that sat down, they all had their uniquenesses. Everybody was able to take what we kind of start with, tailor it a little bit to the uniqueness of their business, their individual trials, or
right.
All sorts of their membership options and things like that. And then and scalability. We had people sitting there that it was their one facility, no problem. They built this out. It's completely custom and proprietary to that business for them. Then we had guys that were building them out and taking it home, and they've got 2, 3,
12.
Yeah, I was going to say. And then we've got, the Matt out there who's got 12 locations.
Building it out for all
and
of
he's
them.
building this same process out into each of those locations. There's so much power in stuff like that.
Yeah, it was really cool to be there at Keap and have the CEO came in.
Yeah, Clayton stops in.
Stopped in and said hello to everybody. So that was a really cool event. In fact, we're trying to figure out when the next one's going to be, because I think we've had a lot of people asking that couldn't make it to this one. And so, we're talking to Keap, probably something in April. We'll let you all know about that. But some bigger news is what we launched at the event, or let everybody know what we were doing. So, we talk about automation a lot, and you remember from past episodes where I would either fly out to a facility for a couple days, or gym owners would fly here, right? And we would build it out custom for that gym, and that's still something we do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we kind of launched this workshop idea, like, well, okay, so let's just get everybody in the room and do it together.
Yep.
Almost think about your gym in semi-private training. So it's like one-on-one training, semi-private training. Now what we launched at the event is an actual do-it-yourself course that we're building now. So I've got the whole thing laid out, and now I got to start doing the videos. And so we kind of have a good, better, best
exactly how I was thinking about it. Yep.
Of the automation. So we can help gym owners from, hey, I can't fly out and and do it there, even though it's awesome. or I can't afford you, Tim, to fly out and meet with me here at my gym. So we have a do-it-yourself kind of course version coming out very, very soon, like by March. We're pushing to get this done the first week of March. And if you want info on that, it's clacourse.com. You can opt in on that, get first to be notified on that deal. But it's, in the comfort of your own home or in your gym, you can just kind of go through the process, exact same process that either I do for you or we do in the workshop. You're now going to be able to do it in the course.
Yep, and like you said, in the comfort of your own home or your gym or wherever you need to be doing the work. I like that option also because it's a build at your own speed option too.
Yes.
You know what I mean? A lot of the gym owners that we talk to that just based on the time of the workshop, they had other events they had committed to or other things were going on. They just couldn't make it there. This is going to give them the option of getting it started, getting it done at their own speed, in their own location, on their own time. And that's awesome.
And the nice thing about this course is, guys, like if you do the workshop, if I do the private one with you, you're still going to get the course because you need that anyway to go and kind of refresh and rebuild and stuff. So you're going to have, that's kind of like your backup plan. So when I let everybody know that the videos were coming, they all like that
the comfort level in their room.
Sigh of relief. Like, I don't have to remember every single click of every single button. And we're going to give this, we're giving that to everybody that's in the workshop as well as the custom stuff. But now I think this, my gym owner friends, is going to be the ticket for anybody that just can't come out and do it live. We're going to have the course for you guys. So I'm excited. Really excited.
Something I'm super stoked about is just the level of gym owners that are taking advantage of something like this. I mean, we now have gym owners flying in from around the world.
Yes.
To sit in this office for 2 days so that they can have this build up for themselves.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It's powerful. And so this next, obviously that solution now we can take worldwide. We can help gym owners way, way further than we've been able to just at this point.
Yeah.
Because we don't need to be sitting next to them. Mm-hmm.
And, and so we throw the word automation out. And really, what is it that we're talking about here? It's it is automation, but it truly is a system. So let me walk you through really what this system does.
Sure.
Because there is confusion, and this is a big thing. It's very abstract to a lot of people. Like, well, what are we doing here? First and foremost, we use a software called Keap, right? You've heard us talking about it. The nice thing about being a Keap partner is that you go through us to get the software and you get the best rate. Right?
Correct.
Our rates are better than what's online. I mean, just if you hear about Keap from us and you go online, you're gonna pay more.
Yep.
You're gonna pay more. So you need to let us know if you're interested in Keap because we've probably had maybe a dozen or so gym owners go buy Keap and then they're asking me.
Oh, not only they're pissed. Let's be
upset.
honest.
Yeah,
they're
they're
pissed. Okay. I mean, we had people at the workshop that had bought Keap not through us. There was at least one that I know that didn't know of us at the time.
Yeah.
Purchased Keap, started doing some research, trying to figure out how to best use that in his business. Couldn't find anybody in the specifically to martial arts. Found fitness. Our name was at the top. Wanted to come on board, get the support of us being the partner, and couldn't do it. And we couldn't change his rates. We couldn't get him the perks, and then. And moving forward, right, he had to come. Now he's obviously within our ecosystem. Came to the workshop, was able to benefit from the structure that we're able to bring forth. But guys, we have some awesome things that we could bring into the mix. Don't just jump into the web and do it yourself without at least giving us a call and seeing what we have to offer.
Yeah, and a bare minimum, if you end up going to Keap and you buy it through them, you must say you heard about it from Tim Lyons. They'll look that up, but that's not the best way to go because you're still going to pay a little bit higher. One big giant benefit for going through us is the SMS.
Yes.
That's not available to the public. So having text message automation, you can only get through us in the Keap Pro version. So that isn't even out yet for everybody. So there's another benefit for, just let us know. Just shoot me an email. Tim@pfmarketingsolutions.com. If you're interested, I'll get you set up with the Keap products. So make sure you get the best rates. You get the SMS. We can maybe throw some stuff in there depending on what the offers are at the time. I'm only limited to what they'll allow me to do. But yeah, if you're interested in that, you got to hit us up. You have to, or else you're going to get jammed up over there paying more.
You're paying more and you're getting less for the lack of a phone call.
Okay,
let's just start there.
So that being said, that's the foundation of what we're using. But here's what the system and automation is doing, in it's all of this plus some, and we build onto it as we go.
Mm-hmm.
So our whole philosophy in the marketing realm is multiple poles in the water. You can't rely only on Facebook. You can't rely only on your website. You can't rely only on referrals and walk-ins and so. The cool thing about the way we set this up is we've got all those little poles in the water all feeding into the life cycle, as we're calling the client life cycle. Mm-hmm. Most everybody in the room and most gyms in general, the point of sale where the transaction's made is in person.
Yep.
You have to get somebody to book an appointment, and you have to get the appointment to show up. You're not going to take a credit card over the phone, and you're not going to do an online transaction, at least not for a membership. So we got to get those people to show up. So it does that. It ties all your entry points into a nurture to book the appointment, and then it has the booking appointment. And then after the client shows up, then there's all the outcomes from there.
Yep.
I've done a lot of research on what's out in the marketplace, like who's our competitors, who's doing what, different softwares, all that stuff. All of them focus on the front, the front end.
It stops there pretty much, yeah.
Stops at the appointment.
Yep.
Or stops at the show. Like, what happens after that? There's a whole gamut of things that could happen. Let's just walk through them, right?
Sure.
You can turn into a member. Great. High five. Everything's perfect. What if they're not ready for a membership? Let's do a trial. We got a trial option. What if it's a 7-day trial? Cool. 14, cool. 21, doesn't matter. 40, 30, 42, 8 week, doesn't matter the duration of your trial. We can build it. What if they cancel their appointment? Well, there's a rebooking sequences for that. What if they don't show? That's a big problem in this industry. You get somebody to book and then they don't show. Got it. We got a solution for that. What if somebody lets you know, hey, you know what? I'm out of town for a couple weeks. Could you follow up with me again in 2 weeks? Manual follow up. That's all set up in there. What happens if somebody is a member and then they cancel? What do we never talk to those people again? Of course, those are those are the best people to go after. So we have a longer term nurture that goes after and tries to get those past members back.
Like a win back.
Do you allow clients to freeze in your gym? We do. A lot of the gyms that we were at the workshop do. What's the biggest problem that happens when somebody comes off a freeze is they're not aware that they're going to get billed, and they get mad that they see the bill and they want to cancel out right there. Even though you've got signed paperwork that says, hey, I'm going to restart your membership on this date, we got a reminder sequence so you don't get jammed up on that. What if you meet with somebody and it's just not a good fit and you don't want to talk to them anymore? We've got a kill button.
Tag.
Yeah, kill tag, tags them, kills them. They don't get any nurture from you ever. What if somebody comes into your ecosystem but doesn't take action on something? Well, long-term nurture,
sure.
We just dropped in 3 years of content for everybody that was at the workshop. I dropped it in yesterday on the call. They were going nuts. Like, literally done, emails written, campaign done. All they got to do is tag somebody and the thing's done, right?
And that was a perk, guys. That was a bonus. To elaborate on what Tim's saying and kind of clarify some of the confusion that I receive when I talk to gym owners around automation. Mm-hmm. Automation, in our belief, is the fact that we automate to a face-to-face. We're automating to bring somebody closer to your business, not the opposite. We are not big believers in automating yourself out of the picture entirely. This is handling the routine. I don't want to say the mundane, but the repetitiveness of it. Yeah, exactly. And the beauty of that is the fact that once you set it up, it does what it does. It's a system. Human elements removed once it's all set up. You know, the software doesn't have a bad day or show up sick. It sends the emails, the texts, the voicemail broadcasts when it's supposed to happen. We're saying the right thing to the right person at the right time.
You're saying the right thing. You can customize what is being said. So
exactly.
A lot of these other softwares, they basically you have to send what they tell you to send.
Yeah.
And our clients, I don't believe in that. Like, you want your voice and your touch and your customization into what you're talking to your clients about.
And that's a huge thing. And I know, like you said, like looking at, I don't want to even call it competition, but other solutions out there for automation or whatnot. It is. They're so regimented or so templated where you're sending the same content that every single user that's using that software is sending, which means that these people are probably opting into your offer, your gym, the gym down the street. Like, there's a good chance that the communication's all nearly identical. That is not, we create a system and a structure and a skeleton. The conversation that's in each of those point of contacts is proprietary to that gym.
Well, to kind of get this clear, we give you the email.
Yeah, we give you some to start.
We give you the scripts, but you can edit anything.
Yeah.
So that's what's cool. So great solution, and you mentioned it right at the beginning. It's like, this is not something that's going away. This is not this month or this year. This is a 10-year plan for you.
This is going to, I was going to say, and it's only going to become more robust, more fine-tuned, more beneficial as time progresses, because you're going to learn things about your business and the software and how you can make those two work together. Examples, the accountability system that you built into it recently, that didn't exist a year ago when we were running this system. That whole idea of having his clients being able to be held accountable by his staff with the click of one button. Guys, that think of how much time that's taking in your businesses and how much you're paying somebody to do that work right now.
Right.
The
kicker is, even if you're paying them or you're not paying them, they're not doing it.
Not to this degree, and that's exactly it. And everything Tim laid out when he was talking about the different options, and this is the hardest part without seeing it, is it's really difficult to kind of grasp what we're talking about. When somebody sits down, everything that Tim just talked about, the trial options, the membership options, the no-show option, the kill tag, all of those, the most work that's done from the user to move somebody through that entire sequence, if it's not done automatically through that client's actions, because it's logic-based automation, it's one button. You open up a contact record of that person, you click one button, maybe enter a date if they started something, and then the system's going to automatically change the conversation to the client based upon the outcome of that situation. Boom. That is huge. Yeah. It's simplicity. The people are saying it right now. What would Patrick say yesterday? It was like, you're going to make more money and you're going to save a hell of a lot of time while making more money.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah. And it's really us trying to get this out into the market, because we've been doing this for a while, and I kind of remember when we first started talking about it. We've been doing this for 10 years in this gym. I always thought every gym had something like this. For some reason in my head, like, oh, everybody's got something like this. Nobody has it.
No.
So we're pushing this out hard and fast. It can help you. It's not something for us to just sell. I'm very proud.
I'll be honest. If we wanted to sell more stuff, we'd be focused on lead gen.
Right.
If we wanted to sell, if we were just worried about growing our own sales, it would be lead gen.
We would sell lead gen as a solution to gym owners.
Correct. And we would stay there. Yeah. Because that's guys, you listening, this is what you typically gravitate towards. This is what you think you need. But unfortunately, the reason that we're so heavily invested in this is because we spent so much time in that realm, figured out that that's not going to change the course of your business.
Yeah.
This will. This bolted in, understanding the process of generating a lead. What do you do with that lead? That is way more crucial than the generating of the lead in the first place. You put 100 people in in a list of leads. That conversion into memberships is way more valuable than just the total list of leads in the first place.
Oh yeah, definitely. And so if you feel like you're missing leads, you're not following up with them, they're falling through the cracks. We heard these are all things that people told us, as, kind of as testimonials after this thing. Saving time on man hours and woman hours, if you want to call it that, like staff hours to do the work. Missing the opportunity, the first point of contact. We heard this. Eric said this at the summit. He was doing the sales presentation. He goes, and I don't remember the percentage, like 70% more likely to convert that lead if you're the first person.
If you're the first person to
contact.
contact, I think it was over 90. Actually, I think he said, but it was
high.
really high.
So the point was, you've got to be the first.
Yeah.
So just think about that lead going online. It's researching gyms, putting their information into different websites, to different ads they're seeing, different funnels, and you're the first one to start the conversation. You can take it and close the deal before the other people even get back to them.
Yeah.
So there's benefits across the board. This game is evolving every day, and you have to have these things to win. You just have to, or else you're leaving money on the table. You're losing to your competition, and eventually you're going to get squeezed out.
That's exactly it. And it's a conversation, and that was a thread within that room. The understanding of not just the system that's in play, but why that system is beneficial. It's creating that conversation with clients, with prospects, with where marketing is emotional. You need to connect, build like, trust, and respect. That doesn't happen from positioning an ad and expecting somebody to just opt in and want to buy your stuff necessarily.
Not anymore.
And I was going to say, and even right now, it's getting more and more prevalent that
it's more conversational. It's more unique to the person. It can't be generic enough. Like you can't just have somebody click the ad and buy anymore.
Well, and let's talk about some of the beauty of the SMS features and stuff like that, right? So somebody enters the sequence, they get a text and an email and a voicemail over different durations or different they're not hit at the same time necessarily, but then all of a sudden your phone goes off and you get a text message back. Yeah. And now you're in a conversation with a prospect asking, in a one-to-one situation. It's not just this generic system that's going to send an automated text. We're taking it from automation, moving it to a personal conversation. Yeah. There's so few things that are doing that. And this is the stuff that's going to really continue to separate everybody from the few. As we continue, it's getting harder and harder to market, harder and harder to generate those leads, and what you're doing with those leads are going to be more and more prevalent over the coming years.
And the system helps retain the clients in the back end.
And that's some of the most. That's probably what we value the most.
But that's not the sexiest thing.
It's not.
Nobody wants to talk about retention. You just want to talk about new clients coming in, the line out the door. Everybody's coming in new, fresh faces.
How about your ascension model? How about building in client checkpoints? 30, 60, 90 days into a membership, 120 days into a membership.
Selling nutrition, selling supplements, selling upgrades, selling everything. Yeah, it's all built in there.
And automated and logic based. And this is one of the things that it's hard to explain again unless you experience it, right? Mm-hmm. This is not comparable to a MailChimp. This is not comparable to a Constant Contact Active's about as close as it gets, I think. They've done a pretty good job, but I still don't think that they're at this level, and especially with some of the integrations and SMS and features built into the campaign builder. I only see this going into even greater heights. I know that in a year from now, what the templates that that we're going to be starting with, what the courses are going to be taught, what we're able to build in and bring in, and it's just going to be insane.
Yeah, we're definitely invested in Keap. They're we're partners with them. We've the fact that they're here is just an extra bonus. That's not why we chose them. It just happened to work out that way, which is great. But we can go to their office. I can talk to anybody I need to. We had the product development team come in and talk. Mm-hmm. We had the CEO talk. Talk about Matt Weaver, right? So Matt Weaver is a client of ours that owns 12 locations in Sacramento. Great guy, great operations. Mm-hmm. He's got it dialed in. He's had so many different software relationships with, every software. He's very forward thinking. And what he really said to me, he's like, with all the softwares out there and the ones I've been involved in, and I've had the enterprise accounts and I've had, the multiple, locations for years and years, this company is the only one that I know that I can get something, I can call somebody and they're going to answer the phone and we're going to have a conversation and something can get worked out or fixed if I need it. And I see these people face to face. Like what other software? So if you think about softwares today and actually the way the marketplace is, a lot of times there's not even a phone number anymore.
Correct.
It's an email for support. Like you can't even speak to somebody.
Yeah, live chat feature, and then you get on and it says 32-minute wait period just to,
You can't talk to anybody.
No.
Nobody's answering the phone, and if they answer the phone, maybe they're in India.
I was gonna say, and then their VAs or their and so
the fact that they're here, we know these people, they're real people, and it's just it's a great fit. So I'm really excited to kind of partner with them and keep building what we're building, and it's only going to get better. Like you said, the life cycle is one thing, the accountability things is another thing, the long-term nurture is another thing, and guess what? Flash sale. We did the whole the Black Friday 40-50 grand in a weekend. We've got campaigns for. I mean, we're building them out as we go, but we've got them already here.
Yeah, we've been done here for a long time.
I just got to template them and then give them out to the people that are our clients, and so that's the benefit. So, good, better, best model. At the low end, we're going to have a course, clacourse.com. Opt in for that, so you're first to know. Okay, clacourse.com. Step 2, like a little bit closer, right? You've got the workshop. Okay, so the workshop we're probably going to try to host maybe 3-4 times a year.
Sure.
We just had our first one. It went great, so I think we're going to do another one. And then we've got the custom. The custom is where I actually just build it in front of you, and we just do it together, and you fly out here for 2 days. So those are the good, better, best model. And within each one of those, you've got support options and things like that. We've got a Facebook group, and we did our Zoom calls. And so you're going to be completely covered on all aspects of how to make sure this thing's working for you.
Exactly. I love it. And a solution to kind of solve whatever dilemma you're in, right? If you want the best option, you want this completely proprietary, come have a seat with us. Come on out. We'll sit down. We'll do this 100%. I mean, literally every email is going to be as custom to you, as transparent and as authentic as possible. The workshop, I'm super excited to continue to do these. The one thing that I want to emphasize was I talk to gym owners all the time who are interested in this. The big one of the big concerns is I'm not very tech savvy.
Oh yeah.
The beauty of putting everybody into a workshop, into one place, there was a lot of that unknown of how it was going to go. I can honestly say not a single person from that room left without the system, I'd say 80 to 90% finalized and working for them.
Right.
I mean, it was a matter of let's backfill email content.
Or, hey, my web guy.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it was, there was some things that were outside of control just at the given timeline that just needed to be followed up with on the way home or by the Monday. Yeah. And, to me, that speaks volumes to where we're starting. Tim's still feeling the effects of that workshop.
Make sure I get that IV next time. Actually, I'm gonna get an IV today, I think.
There you go. Call our boys up.
Oh, let's do it.
But to me, it speaks volumes to the way that the software itself is laid out. It's user friendly. It's clean. It's streamlined. It makes a lot of sense. The templates that you're beginning with, the logic there. I mean, we've used this for a long time. It makes sense. Having everything in one place, as much of it as possible, it makes sense. So taking some that were, could probably do this or understand the logic just by looking at it, that highest level tech guy, from that person in the room all the way through to the guy who literally doesn't know how to import a photo or something. Yeah. Every single person left with exactly what they wanted to get out of it.
That was really cool to do that. But if you're sitting here listening to this, you're like, okay, cool, this sounds good. Like, what problems is this going to solve for me? Like, how do I know this is a good fit for me? Here's what I would tell you: if you're feeling like you're not able to follow up with people, you're not having conversations, your current clients aren't getting communication from you on a regular basis, because these are the things that we're solving, right? Yep. And these are the things that people came to this event for. It's like, we got our clients, but I don't know what to tell them after they've been here 6-8 months. Or we get leads, but I can't follow up because I'm on training on the floor all day. Or I don't have a front desk person, or I do have a front desk person, but they're not that good. Like, all these things, we're solving all of those. In a million more.
Yeah.
And, like one of the things yesterday was, hey, I just want to send a text message just to my clients to let them know the weather is going to keep us closed today.
Yep.
Showed everybody how to do that. It's like stuff like that, right? And, if anything else, it puts everybody, your entire team could use it, or just you could use it. We have permission. There's permissions if you don't want people to see reports and stuff like that, or you don't want to be able to export or delete anything. There's permissions that your team can use. I'll tell you that my whole team here uses it, from all the way from Zach, our fitness director, all the way to our front desk to our coaches. They all use the software. They have their own logins, and they just know what to do, right?
Yep.
So think about it, guys. Let us know. CLAcourse.com is the website where we're just building it now. If you're interested in learning more, maybe seeing it on a screen share, I would recommend you jump on a call at pfmarketingsolutions.com/call. Randy will do a little screen share with you guys. Our whole thing here is to help gym owners win. I really feel confident that this system and putting this in place at your facility is going to help you win, period. Boom. All right, guys. Give us a holler. Until next time, keep changing lives. We'll see you on the next episode.